So the last time Ducky and HyperX got together on a collab 1-2 mini, it wasn't a very exciting offering. Nonetheless, that didn't stop it from selling out in a matter of seconds, with resellers flooding eBay. While the 1-2 mini, when it released in December of 2018, was a milestone then for helping move small form factor into the mainstream, the market has shifted a lot since. So Ducky and HyperX have decided to take another run at this with a slight redesign and a much larger supply. We're gonna see if this brings anything new to the table and if they've addressed any of the opportunities from the original collab. You ready? Let's go! Yo, I'm Brian P. You're watching BadSeed Tech, and today we're checking out the 1-2 mini 60% gaming keyboard collab from HyperX and Ducky. Full transparency, HyperX did send this out for review, but as you should know by now, doesn't affect my review in any way. Priced at $109.99 US, this will be limited to 6,500 numbered units, where I think the original was like 1,000 units to test the waters, and they really underestimated demand for that run. At its core, it's still a Ducky 1-2 mini, a design that we've seen now go through numerous recolors and revisions. Same 60% layout, same plastic case. If for some reason you haven't seen a Ducky 1-2 mini before, this must be your first day. The case color here is different and a move I really like. The lower on the first collab was a gloss red, which made sense for the branding, but didn't do a lot for me in terms of aesthetic. They decided to go gloss black this time, which is a really clean look. Downside is that the gloss shows fingerprints, though realistically you're not going to be seeing or interacting with that section of the keyboard. A big indirect positive of this colorway change is that it preserves the collectability of that first black and red limited run. Since the 1-2 mini has still never been offered in a hot swap, a mistake in my opinion, one of the big factors here is that you get the HyperX red linear switches, which are really nice for a production linear switch. They're smooth, snappy, and they have raised dip LEDs that offer stronger RGB brightness for the shine through characters. The board does have all the latest revisions as well, so you get the 2 extra LEDs for the spacebar lighting, the logoed PCB, and the laser engraving. Included in the box is all the standard stuff you come to expect from Ducky: the dust cover, the keycap puller, the USB-C cable, and the extra keycaps, which are in gray this time. They do still have an included HyperX branded key as well. Same scenario as last time though. This is not the same quality of the rest of the keycaps, nor does it 100% fit the profile as the rest of the caps. While the standard included spacebar is branded for the collab, we do get an additional spacebar here as well. And this one is, well, it's bad. It's just really bad. It literally says gamer on it in a gamer font with a smattering of gaming related clip art. I can't see anyone over 9 years old getting excited about this. Outside of that, the colorway, the branding, the highly forgettable add-ons, we still just have a 1-2 mini. As I said in the first collab, with the switches and the enhanced lighting, it's arguably the best representation of a 1-2 mini. It feels solid, case is sturdy, stabs are better than average. At the end of the day, it's still just a Ducky 1-2 mini, a design we've seen since the end of 2018, early 2019. It did great things for the market when it first came out, but that market has moved on a lot since. 60% keyboards, while they do have some advantages in terms of overall size, portability, compatibility with aftermarket keycap sets, 65% and TKL seem to be where most people are willing to compromise on a small form factor board. The inconvenience of not having dedicated arrow keys proves to be a stopping block for most of the mainstream. I myself usually use a 65 or 75% board for almost all my personal use, gaming or professional. I think the better move here would have been to do a 1-2 SF, which still isn't my favorite 65% layout, but it's more accessible than the 1-2 mini. Sadly, still no word on the Emerald and Ocean limited editions of the Mecha SF. They're absolutely gorgeous and available for pre-order on mechanicalkeyboards.com, but I'm not sure when they'll be shipping out. It's my understanding that they might be having a supply line issue with the cases themselves. Ducky also has still never made good on a control software for the 1-2 mini, something people have requested since jump. While you can still reprogram hologram layers and per key lighting, you have to do that on the hardware. It's not really intuitive, and not everybody is a fan of that. I have a lot of respect for both of these brands, and a lot of respect for what the 1-2 Mini did for the mainstream keyboard market, but this doesn't do it for me. This feels like a cash grab just in time for the holidays. For $109.99, there's a lot of competition in this space. You could have a Streak 65 from Fnatic, which is very strong. That review will be out by the weekend. You could also have a really solid Ducky collab between them and Varmillo, the Maya Moonlight Pro, which we'll be taking a look at very soon. Let's just call it what it is. For $109.99, you could have all kinds of stuff. Hot swap, aluminum cases, Bluetooth, low profile, etc. It's not that this is a bad board. It's not. That black colorway is honestly pretty sick. It's just that there's way too much competition for something like this in the space right now. I can see there being a market here for collectors or people that are just die-hard fans of these brands, but I just don't feel comfortable telling anybody that they need to run out and grab this one. As always, links down in the description for everything that we talked about today. Any questions, hit me in the comments or come find me on Twitter. And that's it for this time. I'm Brian P. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that sub button, and until next time, stay up.